care for the spirit, soul, and the body. Man is a spirit, he has a soul, and lives in the body. That resonates very.
Chronicle of the past, present, and future. It was in the year 1972 when a clarion call was made by a group of expatriate missionary healthcare workers under the organization Nigerian Voluntary Agencies Medical Services Committee NVAMSC, led by Dr. Charles Andrew Pearson from Wesley Goud Hospital, Ilesha, Western Nigeria, inviting all healthcare agencies and missionary organizations for a conference with the theme Christian Challenges in Medical Practice. Within that conference was a young man from the Igbo tribe named Dr. Francis Akanibiam, who answered the sermon and was passionate about the Christian medical work, as he was already pioneering some work in the East under the umbrella Healthcare Fellowship, HCF. He further discerned the dire need for a distinct Christian medical association for doctors, and so it was from the midst of this void and formlessness, on the 8th of April 1972, the Fellowship of Christian Doctors of Nigeria, FCDN, emerged, the first of its kind in Nigeria, and so was the Chronicles of a Vision that transitioned into becoming CMDA. The journey begins, birthing CMDA. Sir Dr. Francis Akanibiam, who was elected the first president of the then Fellowship of Christian Doctors, set out with his team to establish fellowship groups across the nation and to further this Christian medical work. Several active groups were founded in various centers with a focus on the teaching hospitals in Nigeria, with contributions and sponsorship by the Christian Medical Commission, Geneva, up till 1974. The vision grew, surmounting several obstacles. FCDN chapters spread across the various states in the country, also recruiting NYSC doctors as traveling secretaries for the organization.
It was around 1982 in the University of Lagos when the Fellowship of Christian Doctors was started, and at the same time some brethren traveled to the International Conference of Christian Medical and Dental Students and came back with the idea that the student arm should be formed. So we quickly swung into action. We started it in Lagos, I think around 1982, and knowing that medicine is a profession and that the fellowship is really meant to train you and to equip you to be a Christian doctor, we felt it was something worth investing in. And I think by 1982 we had to really travel for 14 days across the length and breadth of this nation to inaugurate chapters in the 6 existing universities with medical schools.
Membership of FCDN was open to all Christian doctors in Nigeria. The local groups established various exciting programs to involve doctors as well as other health care workers. FCDN started participating in the quadrennial International Conference of the ICMDA in 1982. In 1986, during the 8th Conference in Mexico, FCDN joined forces with the International Christian Medical and Dental Association ICMDA and received a new name, Christian Medical and Dental Association CMDA Nigeria, and became accepted as a full member of the ICMDA and has continued to be represented in the World Congresses of ICMDA globally and locally.
The vision itself is so captivating. I believe strongly that God made man, and that man is tripartite. Man is a spirit, he has a soul, and lives in a body. That resonates very deeply in me, and I strongly believe that if God made spirit, soul, and body, he cares for every part of it. So this vision of CMD, having a Christian witness, everywhere, that will be able to do all this, to care for the spirit, soul, and the body, it just perfectly fits into what I am passionate about, what I feel medicine should be. We understand that man is not just body. Okay, man is not just an entity. Man did not just emanate from something. God actually made man. And God made man with a desire to see that his spirit, his soul, and body is preserved blameless. Okay, so that vision captivated me. It resonated deep inside of me, and it just made real sense that this is what my pursuit of medicine should be all about.
The past is filled with history and lessons to learn from.
CMDA was at its formative stage in the 80s and 90s when we were medical students. So first of all, we had very few students identifying, and then many of the students were not keen to take up responsibilities for leadership. Most times when you call for meeting, you will need to do some extra work to go behind the scenes to remind brethren.
I think one of the things is sometimes you wish that CMDA could offer more. I remember as a student, we wish that we had more people as mentors, as doctors, but that has transformed. Now the doctor's body is bigger and it's grown.
I had the privilege of serving. One of the landmark that happened in leadership was I am the last national vice president, because after my tenure of vice president, the nomenclature changed. Okay, so now back then the national vice president acts also as the academic coordinator for the house, but now we have a separate national academic secretary. Okay, that used to be part of the role of the national vice president, but now we have a national academic secretary, so we don't have a national vice president. So one of the landmark is the change in nomenclature to give specific name to offices so that they run with what their names really mean.
50 years down memory lane, the vision still speaks with a social media reach of over 25,000 people monthly, a website serving over 4,000 Christian medical and dental doctors and students yearly, over 40 chapters across the country, a record of hosting over 100 medical missions outreaches happening yearly across various communities in the country.
God gave me grace. As I'm lecturing medical students, whatever sets, they usually come to us. There's no curriculum in the university setting for finding you worthy in character. So that's what we are to make of. And then each lecture session, irrespective of the class, will find something to make them be found worthy in character, and that means introducing them to the great physician, Jesus.
TMD has helped me to see medicine as a call to service, not a call to make money, but service. CMD also gave an opportunity to encourage younger ones. Quite a number of my students have been involved in teaching now for about 40 years.
Conferences, prayer meetings, academic trainings, reaching over 100,000 individuals annually under the umbrella of this vision. We can boldly say that God has been faithful and He alone has been our sufficiency.
No.
The future is a motivation worth preparing for.
I see CMDA being in a place that it becomes a platform to build, to work in partnerships with mission organizations, support discipleship and capacity building for churches, for mission organizations, for development organizations, for other sectors to address the social and the economic determinants of health, and in doing that lead to whole gospel transformation of lives.
We should not join the world. The world is creeping into the family of Christ. So let us keep focusing on the word and impartation of the word. With that, we are more than conquerors.
CMDA doctors and students have come this far by the grace of God. And as we celebrate her today and always, we pray for the flame of this vision to engulf all for His greater glory. The later glory of this house will be greater than the former. Haggai chapter 2 verse 9.